Hello and welcome. I'm Nagomi from WA Accounting. In today's explanation, I'll be discussing the treaty exemption for short-term business travelers, covering topics such as how salary taxation works for non-residents in Japan and the conditions for claiming the short-term tax exemption. Let's start with a practical example. Let's say a person from the United States works for a company headquartered in the US and is sent to the Japanese branch for a 5-month assignment. During this period, the salary will be paid by the Japanese branch. In this case, would the salary earned in Japan for those 5 months be subject to Japanese taxation? And can the short-term business traveler exemption be applied? In this explanation, we look at how salary earned by non-residents in Japan is taxed and also explore the conditions for the short-term business traveler exemption. 1. Tax treatment in Japan. First, let's look at the tax treatment in Japan. In this case, the person is a resident of the US and works for a company headquartered in the US, where they have been sent on assignment to Japan for 5 months. This person will be classified as a non-resident under Japanese tax law. Non-resident income is subject to Japanese taxation on domestic source income, meaning the salary earned during the 5 months of work in Japan will be taxed in Japan. 2. What is a short-term business travel exemption? Now let's discuss the short-term business traveler exemption. When a person works in a country that taxes them, where their country of residence and country of employment are different, they could be subject to taxation in both countries. This creates the risk of double taxation. To avoid this, most countries, including Japan, have provisions in their tax treaties to exempt foreign employees from local taxation if certain conditions are met. To qualify for the short-term business travel exemption in Japan, the general requirements are: 1. The stay in Japan must not exceed 183 days. 2. The salary must be paid by a foreign country. 3. The Japanese branch should not bear the salary costs. However, since the salary in the example is paid by the Japanese branch, the short-term business travel exemption does not apply in this case. The salary is subject to its foreign tax in Japan, and the individual may claim a foreign tax credit in their home country, the US. 3. How to apply for the short-term business travel exemption. Lastly, let's go over the steps to apply for the short-term business travel exemption. If the salary is subject to its foreign tax, the individual must submit the application form for income tax convention to the tax office through the Japanese branch before the payment date. By doing this, they can apply for the short-term business travel exemption. That's a wrap for today's explanation on the treaty exemption for short-term business travelers. As you can see, the tax treatment of non-residents and tax treaty provisions can be quite complex. It's important to always check the specific tax treaty between the countries involved to ensure correct application. Thank you for listening, and I hope this explanation was helpful. See you next time.